Hello, my name is Aileen Gutierrez and this is my informative speech. Have you ever traveled overseas and seen what life is like on different continents? I have, and unfortunately not enough people today are getting out and traveling the world. The mentality that there is only our country to travel in and the lack of caring that there is so much more of this world to see has corrupted the minds of so many people I know. By setting some time apart from your work life and everyday life and commuting temporarily to a totally different part of the world, you will grow into a well-rounded individual. There are various advantages of traveling. First of all, the culture shock. It definitely made me more aware of the different types of people that occupy this world, and therefore prepared me for future encounters of the people I experience and meet along the way, especially in my career and everyday life in school. Second of all, seeing the poverty around me definitely made me appreciate my good life back in the United States. It probably will make you appreciate your life as well. By putting yourself in a rougher environment, for example, in a one-star hostel, surrounded by a bunch of strangers from around the world, definitely toughened up my skin a little. Finally, visiting such old cities helped inform me of my history and ancestors. In addition to that, it definitely gave me an outlook on the history of the world itself. Let's go more in depth and discuss specific examples as to why and how traveling builds you as a character. The first advantage to traveling to different countries is the exposure of the different cultures involved. This included everything from different types of food to impressive historical sites to meeting different people from around different places and different dresses. Trying to communicate with people who did not speak my own language, English obviously, made me learn universal gestures that got me around town quite easily. For example, asking where to eat, where the restroom was, and learning how to greet formally in their native tongue. Finally, attending different shows exposed me to the diversity of arts found around the world other than just the United States. The second advantage of traveling gave me an appreciation and realization of how good of a life I have here back in the U.S. It will probably convince you to not take it for granted either. There's much poverty and not so lavish settings all around the world, and seeing this with my own eyes and experiencing it for myself as a person made me realize that this crisis is legit and I should always be thankful for what I have back at home. For example, when I was in Jamaica and Puerto Rico, I saw many barefoot people on the streets selling small things just to make ends meet for their families. Basically, understanding that not everyone has the opportunity to attend school made me appreciate and love the fact that I fortunately do. Third advantage of traveling made me see that not everything you see is always tragic, and there is much beauty in the historical landmarks that you come across. Visiting old cities around the world and learning about major historical monuments definitely enlightened me and made me very proud of my ancestors. For example, it opened my eyes to the great amount of history this world has and made me realize that we have come a long way as humans to have gotten where we are today. For example, while visiting cathedrals in Florence, Italy, I was shocked at how a human could build such intricate pieces with such little technology as they did back then. Also, learning about the wars and disputes we had between church and state in the past made me appreciate the freedom we have here today, especially in our country. Now, I shall summarize how traveling has built me into the well-rounded person I have become today, and how its advantages will probably help you as an individual as well. Once again, traveling has numerous advantages. A few of those are: 1. Dealing with the culture shock. It definitely prepares you for future social encounters, especially in the work and school field. Secondly, seeing the poverty right in front of you makes you realize it is a real problem all around the world and helps you appreciate where you come from. And third, coming across such versatile cultures teaches you how to deal with culture shock and usually prepares you for the future in relation to the amount of people you will be dealing with in the future and your future career. Thank you.